I'm Topless and talking about Carol Doda Topless at the Condor, a new documentary about an influential and controversial figure. Hey everyone, it's David Stark from Watcher Pass, and I'm here to talk to you about Carol Doda Topless at the Condor, which is releasing on March 29, 2024 in theaters. It is a documentary about Carol Doda and her being the first female topless dancer in San Francisco's North Beach, but it is much more than that. It is not just a documentary about her. It is a documentary about her, but it frames it in other societal issues and other societal kind of revolutions that were happening. My hot take is I think you should watch it later. It is a good documentary. It has a lot of very interesting information. It talks about Carol Doda and kind of frames her story in the greater overall struggles that were happening. But the film does feel a little bit long. It feels like there are some extra pieces thrown in there that didn't need to. It feels like you could have cut this down by about 15 minutes or so. But overall, it is a good documentary. It is interesting. I definitely think you should check it out. But just maybe wait for it to come to streaming or on demand. So all that being said, I'm going to tell you a little about the film, a few things I liked, a few things I didn't like. I'm not really going to go into the ending because it's a documentary. I mean, it's all real life stuff. So this will be a quick one. This will be spoiler free. I'm just going to get me my thoughts and then get out of here. So Carol Doda Topless at the Condor, as you can imagine, talks about Carol Doda being topless at the Condor. Now, Carol Doda was the first female dancer to go topless in San Francisco's North Beach. And it caused a lot of controversy. It kind of opened up San Francisco's North Beach to, kind of a topless worker, and then kind of expanded as society expanded. Carol Doda also became a sex symbol because of this, but then she also augmented her breasts. So she stayed at the forefront of kind of being a sex icon. But she was so much more than that. It talks about, kind of what she did for women's liberation, what she did for kind of like other movements, how she kind of used her fame, and how she was also kind of used because of it. So all that being said, things I liked about this movie. The first, hey, look, I liked Carol Doda. I thought she was a really interesting figure. I really thought that she kind of was a complicated but also very like fun figure to hear about. Like her life was fascinating. It had ups and downs, and she did so much. Like I didn't know who she was before watching this, and seeing everything that she did, everything that she kind of like fought for, everything that she did in her life, and the way that she kind of was a force to be reckoned with, but also taken advantage of, was just a really interesting journey. The second thing I loved, look, it's not just about Carol Doda. I mean, it is kind of about Carol Doda. It is about Carol Doda and that event, but the film also goes into like the feminist movement, goes into like, America's kind of, I don't know, sexual revolution, or at least kind of like breaking down some of the barriers to nudity and sex in America. And Carol Doda was involved in all of that. It also goes into kind of like North Beach and the rise and fall of this industry in North Beach and how that changed. There's a lot that's going on in this film. So it is about Carol Doda. She is the central figure throughout, but it frames it in like other societal struggles, other changes happening in America, both in San Francisco and nationwide. So all that being said, things I didn't love as much about the film. The first, it feels a little bit long. It feels like they could have edited down some of the content. Like I said, there are a lot of extra topics it kind of touches on. It feels like maybe some of them, especially kind of dealing with the fall of North Beach, were a little extra. Felt like they could have maybe trimmed those out. Some of them were interesting, but it did make this movie feel like it went on a little bit longer than I was hoping. And the second thing I didn't love as much about the film was a little slow. I think part of it is due to the length. Part of it is that it'll go into a topic and then have many, many interviews. I think they maybe could have cut down a little bit in that, maybe tightened up some of the interviews, tightened up some of the segments to make it be a little quicker and maybe it move a little faster. So overall, I still enjoyed the film. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was definitely worth your while. I think maybe just wait for it to come to streaming or on demand so you can watch it at home. But if you do check out Carol Doda Topless at the Condor, is coming to theaters on March 29th, 2024. And if you see it, let me know what you think. Let me know what you liked and didn't like. Let me know what I got right and wrong. I'd love to hear it. And thanks so much for watching. If you like this review, please like and subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a lot. Make sure all my new content goes straight to you. Thank you.